friends, and it's Mary back for part 2 of getting the orange out. I read all of your comments from my last video on this topic, and I really appreciate everyone who took the time to sort of vote on whether I should keep the whitewash look that you can see right here or go with the green color that I used in my powder room vanity. Well, I think the overall decision was to go with the green, and that was cemented when my daughter stopped by to take a look at it for me, and she also agreed to go with the green color called moss. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I changed everything on this cabinet and created a different look entirely. And I hope you like it. I hope you'll come back to Rocky Mountain Gardens also in the future to see more projects. And of course, as we get into spring, we'll be moving into some gardening videos for those who are big gardeners like I am. In any case, let's go and see how this project turned out. I am cleaning off the whitewash from the top of my cabinet because I'm going to be staining it with a walnut stain, and I am fairly certain that this will cover all of the orangey tone that I wanted to get rid of from the very beginning. And so I'm using a quite wet rag to really scrub at it, and it's doing a fairly good job, but isn't getting it off completely. So what should I do to really remove every bit of this whitewash? Well, I found this little scrub brush under my sink in the kitchen, and let me tell you, I got it very wet, and it is getting into the grain and all the little nicks and scratches on the top of this cabinet very well, really scrubbing it off, and it is doing the job. If you ever run into this kind of situation when you're refinishing furniture, a scrub brush works perfectly. You can see I'm just wiping away all of that loose whitewash now that I was able to get rid of. Here you can see the whitewash part of the top of my cabinet, and here it is after I have washed away and scrubbed to get the white out on the wood grain so it can be stained properly, and that will be my next task. Here I am using a chip brush to brush on this stain, which is a bare wood stain in the color walnut. It is fast drying and water-based, which is fantastic for cleanup. All you need to use is plain old soap and water, and your brush cleans up beautifully. So I'm painting on the stain. I will let it sit for 5 minutes, and then I will wipe it back to reveal some of the wood grain showing through, and I hope it'll look really pretty. Now I am using the moss green chalk paint by Waverly in order to cover this, what I consider to be kind of an awful whitewash job. It just didn't turn out as I expected, and no worries, because with paint you can always paint over or even remove it, as you saw in the first part of this video with some scrubbing. But in any case, this green, I think, after much consideration, I think that it will be very good at coordinating with my dark brown cabinets that I have in the kitchen. And it won't clash, it will just be a complement to the dark brown cabinets that I have. So I'm very excited to have this cabinet looking much better very soon. to finish off my project, I will be using this Minwax polyacrylic. It is ultra matte, and it will be used on the top of my cabinet to protect my walnut stain. And then on the chalk paint portion, where I used this Waverly Moss chalk paint, I'm going to be protecting it with this Varathane finishing wax in the natural color, which is basically clear, and that will protect the sides. So why am I using this polyacrylic for the top of my cabinet? Well, that's because it is a better protector than the finishing wax. It gives a nice hard coat to protect against wear and tear that you tend to get on the top of pieces of furniture. So I will be doing that, and then I'll be back to show you my finished project. Well, friends, here is my finished project, and I am loving it quite a lot. I just am thrilled with the color, and I really like the contrast of this dark walnut that I did on the top of the cabinet, and of course changing out my hardware to be this pewter color rather than brass. I think it just really looks wonderful. And if you'd like to see it in the setting of my kitchen, I'm going to be doing, next video will be a home tour showing my winter decor, and you can see this in the setting of my entire kitchen. But I think it looks great, and I appreciate all of your input on this project, helping me out making a decision. So guys, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you very soon with a winter home tour. This is Mary saying bye for now.